G'day, Billy.
Yeah, not too bad. How you going? How's your afternoon going?
Oh, not bad. Just trying to finish off this plan. How you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It was a nice morning, nice conditions.
Nice day outside?
Yeah, good for me.
Oh, fantastic.
Hi, fellas.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Good, how are you?
Very
What's up,
well.
man?
Good.
What's for lunch?
I'm not too sure yet. I was actually thinking of going and get some fish and chips. Do you guys want some?
Ooh,
Sounds tempting.
come on, a piece of
Oh,
grilled
hey,
flake.
Mary.
Hey,
Mary.
Hi, Mary. Yeah, we were just saying, a piece of grilled flake wouldn't go too bad.
Oh,
It's a
I love
lovely day
fish and
outside,
chips.
isn't it?
Oh,
Get some
Oh,
brain.
yeah.
yeah.
Good brain food, I think.
I know, especially for this next lesson coming up.
What do you got planned?
Oh, bingo with the 3s and 4s.
Oh,
It should be fun, yeah. We're learning between 0 and 100, just adding and subtracting, trying to get that mental computation going.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give each of the students, their own bingo card.
Yep.
Has random numbers between 0 and 100. I'm just going to yell out random things like 50 plus 40,
Work it out.
40 minus 10.
It can
And
get dirty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the first student to get 5 in a row and yells out bingo, they win.
Oh,
So-
it's a good way to get everybody involved.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
It's really fun, it's a really good thing to get the brain going.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that they can recognise the numbers up to 100 before we move on to tens of thousands and thousands. Yeah.
Well, yeah, a bit of progression. I think that's going to be good for the kids.
Definitely.
So, how are you going to go about that?
Well, last week we were looking at numbers between 0 and 100, so that they're already familiar with those numbers anyway. So today's learning objective was just to recognise the numbers between 0 and 100 without, taking a very long time. Just that mental computation, no fingers, whatever.
Yep.
So the kids will be on the floor and we'll just recap the numbers up to 100. So I'll just write a random number up on the board and see if they recognise that. I might do some addition and subtraction, see if they can recognise
Yep.
that.
Are you
Yeah.
going to worded numbers as well? Just to get
Yeah,
everybody
word
to
numbers
see?
definitely, of course.
Sure.
They should be able to do that, where they are now. And
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
that's just to get them onto next week's topic, which we'll be doing thousands and tens of thousands. So that would be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the kids will, think about this class?
I think they'll really enjoy it. Like, they're very hands-on.
Yeah.
Bingo seems like a fun way to get.
I think from memory, your class,
Exactly.
they really enjoy that sort of stuff. From
They
what I've
do.
experienced.
Exactly.
It's good.
I remember that
They're
class that
happy-
we took
they're
and
happy
they loved
class.
it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. That goes down to good planning by you, and
Yeah.
you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Speaking of planning, how are you going?
Well, look, things are going really well. On the surface, mathematics doesn't look like it can be involved in sport, but look,
No one would have thought so, but
math is a big part of sport. So at the moment, we're really looking hard into, different sports. But for me, in particular at the moment, I'm taking a look at some cricket.
cricket. Why
Cricket.
cricket?
Well, do you know what I mean, guys? Cricket. So they have numbers ranging from 1 through to 6, and then you can add them all through together. So it's really good for the kids, We play modified games of cricket.
So what if it's raining outside like it was yesterday?
Well, what we do, we sent it down to Jonathan and IT, a game of 50 over cricket between Australia and England.
Yeah.
And what we actually did was we took the scoreboard out, and what the kids then did was they watched the game of cricket and
Yeah.
progressively kept score.
That's good.
However, I threw a little bit of a spanner in the works.
Okay.
Every time a student saw a wicket occur,
Yeah.
he would take 10 runs off the other team's score.
Okay.
So basically, it's really good for them to.
So it's just added thinking as
How'd they
well.
go with that?
Well, it's good. It's additive thinking, and then as I said, when you take the 10 off, it's a subtraction as well.
Yeah.
They went really well,
With their tens as well. Oh, that's
They really
good.
loved it. They got thinking, but as you said, it was raining SA. But today, after lunch, well, I'm really excited to. It's a lovely day, as you can see outside.
That's fantastic.
It was about 22, I think. Yeah. But yeah, what I'm going to do, you actually take them outside and you let the batting team, who are the children who are not batting, you actually let them keep score.
Okay.
So they're interactive and they watch
So
with
all
their
kids are
friends.
involved. Yeah,
That's right, everyone's
great.
involved, everyone can work together in addition. And again, when the student goes out, we actually take 5 runs off in this modified game.
Okay.
Oh,
What
wow.
fun.
Cool.
And then what are you hoping to get out of it, Billy?
I'm definitely hoping to get mathematics out of this because students don't always associate mathematics with sport, but see, maths can be fun. See, students tend to look at math as a little bit of a chore, so it can be, it can be a lot of fun,
It's really hard
using
to do
subtraction.
Yeah.
And as I said, you can use different sports. You've got, AFL, for example, that uses the numbers 1 to 6. You can multiply, and there's no subtraction in
Are you
that.
going to use these different sports? You're just going to tell them that there are different sports you can use.
Well, I can't. No, I'll be definitely using the different different sports in the future because, as you know, in my PE curriculum, we use sports like cricket. We teach cricket, basketball, tennis, 10-pin bowling. You know the 10-pin bowling excursion?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. We did it last year. The kids had a ball. You know, you get the hot dog and the Coke and a lot of fun.
No pun intended.
Yes, hot dog and Coke in moderation is always good. And we get to do a little bit of basketball as well. 1s, 2s, 3s. On the rare occasion, a 4-pointer gets thrown in there.
Fantastic.
So we can add them up together. Great for multiplication. We also use 10-pin bowling, as I said, and we use a bit of golf as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, golf is fun. We watch a little bit of golf, and their scores are generally average between 1 to 5, and they can add them on.
This is fantastic for the physical students who also like to go out and get their hands dirty and
That's
learn
right.
while they're at it as well.
And that's the thing. I've told you guys before. I was the sort of student that didn't enjoy mathematics, but I think doing it through sport, it just brings a different aspect on things.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun for the students.
So, Billy, what are you getting out of this? What are the students going to get out of this lesson?
Well, look, technically speaking, in terms of the the system we work on, they really want to get using and combining odd and even numbers. So just getting an understanding of combining odd and even. So and also recall. Recalling a process is really important. Teaching them the process of adding the numbers together. So recalling on their previous knowledge would be great. Yeah.
Great.
And what about for future lessons?
Yeah, that's a good one. No, because I was thinking about this today. The students, can start measuring the field, different objects, and they're readily available in the PE room.
Yeah.
Just sort of measuring the cricket bat, the ball,
Yeah.
even the circumference of the field in future.
Yeah.
Even looking at graphs. As we know, cricket, various schools are made by different people for a long period of time, and the students can add them up and put them into graphs. That's looking right into the future.
So it's an activity we can just build on from week to week, even if you wanted to.
That's right. It's a real long-term thing, but the great thing is you don't have to. It can be a lot of PE and physical activity involved in that too. So you just keep going on, and it's endless.
Fantastic. Hey, you Mary, what are your plans?
Well, guys, I've got a great lesson organised for after lunch.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I'm actually introducing word problems to my students.
Yeah.
Word problems, addition and subtraction, we're going to begin with.
Okay.
So,
Is it the first time you're looking at it?
yeah, absolutely.
So how are you going to introduce that?
I'll be introducing the lesson by, I'll be modelling a lot of word problems and obviously introducing them to keywords and phrases that they should be using.
Yep.
Together, take away, subtract, add. I'll write up my own word problems on the board, give them examples. For example, there were 5 birds in a tree, 3 flew away, how many were still there?
Okay.
So together as a class, we will write up the equation,
Yeah.
take away the equation from the word problems and solve it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited actually.
It's good because it also puts English into the whole mix of mathematics as well.
Exactly.
Helps kids with wording and that sort of thing. So best of both worlds here.
Absolutely.
You can get the kids involved by getting them to be the birds.
Yeah.
Getting the kids up and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Acting out the word problems.
It just helps visually seeing
put
the
some
birds
meaning,
go away and
Yeah.
work it out.
get some meters,
And,
some observations.
Yeah, there's so much I can
And
do.
my favourite thing, getting outside. You can get outside and count things.
Mhm.
Birds in the trees. It's all about getting outside and active. Loving it. It is. To me, plugging the physical activity.
That's it, Barry.
Yeah, so once I actually feel like the kids have really, understood and grasped that they can actually write their own word problems, I will get them to go away and we'll do an activity called word problem pen pals.
Okay.
So they'll write up their own 5 word problems on their own.
Yeah.
I will allocate another student for them to send their mail to the other student.
Okay.
That student will receive their mail and have to answer the 5 word problems.
Yeah.
And the original student that actually wrote the word problems is responsible for marking that.
I mean, I love that. That students love a little bit of independence, and us giving as teachers, them a little bit of onus on their learning. So
Absolutely. So,
the kids will love that, especially.
What do you mean by sending away as mail? Do you mean?
so it's actually just the activity. So
Okay. Sorry.
just swapping, giving their work to somebody else. So
Okay,
for
yeah.
example, I'll allocate Brian to Jenna.
Yep.
And Jenna will have to answer Brian's problems,
Yeah.
and then Brian is actually in charge of marking her work.
Look, speaking of Brian, he did say something about this in the piece. He wanted to write to his friend James, who sits next to,
Yeah, well,
about,
I'll
he wanted
actually,
to do
yeah.
some sporting sort of sums and pen paling. Did he speak about that?
Oh, he did tell me. He
Good.
loves your PE class.
Um,
Loves it. He's
that's a pleasure to hear.
always excited.
He's a nice boy. And his mum and dad, they were great. I spoke to a parent teacher interviews recently, and they were just more than happy to keep supporting him
Yeah.
through math. Even though he's not the greatest at it, they'll keep supporting.
What do you
And
have
well, to make it fun, I guess most
That's
of my
right.
students do enjoy it. Yeah.
What about the kids that are having trouble? Do you have any at the moment?
To be totally honest, all my students are doing really well.
I know, I'm laughing too. I mean, this muffin, it's a bit dry.
So, man, what do you hope to get out of today's lesson for the students?
Well, word problems require students to take, oh no, I'm reading the wrong bit. So the word problems do require a higher level of thinking,
Yep.
and it does contribute to their conceptual development.
Okay.
So that's really important.
Yep.
I do want the students to gain, to be able to look at a word problem and correctly take away the mathematical equation, and based on that they can actually solve the equation themselves.
Yeah, fantastic.
Putting a little bit of bonus back on them, it's
Yeah.
great.
That's amazing.
So, what do you think about that? And, like, what do you see in the future extending on that?
Well, a follow-up lesson I would do is a worksheet with my word problems,
Yep.
and I'd hand it out to the students. They would have to answer the questions, and I guess that's where I would be able to see where they're at, whether or not they can actually take away the equation from the word problems.
Yep.
And go from there.
Do you think that the kids will be able to do these sort of problems off worksheets, like using objects instead, like real life objects?
Absolutely, yeah. My students really like to work with well with counters and the teddy bears, and
Oh yeah.
so they'll be able to use objects to make up the equations and be able to work them out. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's great. Mixing up a little bit, a few different things to count with,
Yeah.
keeping them guessing a little bit.
Yeah, brilliant.
Love it. So, you guys, how are you doing?
Me.
Are you doing that for anything?
I also have to get out of here, but I guess I'll sit around, right?
Well, how long until the bell goes?
Oh, so,
Oh, we've still got a couple minutes.
alright, I guess I can squeeze in here. Alright, so as you all know, Nash isn't just in the classroom, it's outside of the classroom, as Billy's already
Yeah.
explained to you. But I'm trying to get out of the whole school, so talking about money here. We all use money everyday life, paying
Everyday
petrol,
life,
paying for
absolutely.
parking.
We do, yeah.
Of course we do.
I've got enough of it.
And students are always talking about money anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting the allowance and that sort of thing. So I figured, alright, so obviously we all want to buy pretty things in life. So let's work about how we can use money in real life for grade 3 and 4 students. So what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm just going to get all the students to sit down, and together we're just going to discuss what we all know about money. So first, Australian currency. So we have notes and coins. Then I'll get students to order amounts, so highest to lowest.
That's a great start.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you should understand the value of money. I'll then ask any students if they've actually ever purchased things from their allowance or anything like that.
Yep.
So maybe their parents have gone out from shopping and they said, oh, here's $10, go and buy something. How they've looked at the price, they've gone, can I afford this,
Yeah.
can't I afford
Yeah.
this?
Speaking of that, how do your class go with? Do many of you guys, students get allowances or?
Oh yeah, they do,
I
yeah.
mean, it's
My
funny
class,
these
They
days.
love lunch orders.
I mean, I
They
remember
love
back when I
change.
was in grade 3 and 4, a few years back, and it's funny. Did not really get an allowance with my parents.
Oh yeah, I didn't really get much.
Yeah, kids
I
these days.
always got an
Spoiled,
allowance.
aren't
Oh, spoiled
They are
rotten you,
spoiled.
eh?
Yes, spoiled rotten.
Well, I think my parents gave me an allowance so I could work out, how much things cost and how much change I would receive, and
Only child I was, so I guess they started everything handed to me. You know how it is.
The whole idea of learning without actually being taught anything.
Yes, here I am.
So then what I'll do is I'll ask the students to just give us, explain if they've ever gone shopping, how they've gone about it, and what was the outcome with that. Then my activity, this is where the fun goes down. So I'm going to split my class into 2 groups. We're going to have shopkeepers, and we're going to have shoppers.
Oh,
It sounds good already.
sounds
I'm going to
nice.
assume all the girls are going to be the shoppers, and all the money. So you know what I'm talking
You
about.
already, mate. Yeah.
Alright, so what we're
We'll
going to
be
do
the
is,
shoppers. We're happy with that.
Of course you will be. So the shopkeeper's going to have 5 items in their store, and the shoppers are going to be given $10, and they're going to go into these stores located in the classroom, and on the 5 items the storekeeper's going to have, it's going to have a card. On the card, it's going to say milk, and have a price underneath it. So $2.50, let's say. Right? At the end of their 5 items that they're going to buy, they're going to all come and sit down. They're going to work out how much money to spend today, and if they've had enough money or if they've gone over budget. I'm not expecting them to realise, oh, I'm running out of money here, and I can't buy anything else. That's fine. If they've gone over, they've gone over. I just want them to get going from $10 and work their way down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they doing that inside their head, or have they got calculators?
No, what they're going to be doing is just carrying around a piece of paper and pencil and just
Okay.
working it out manually. If they're struggling, then I can give them a calculator to help them out a little bit. What the shopkeeper's going to do is they're going to sell their 5 items, and then they're going to work out what the total profit was for the day.
Brilliant.
Everyone's happy.
That's fantastic.
That's a great lesson.
I love that.
And then for my conclusion, about 10 minutes or so left, everyone's going to come sit down. We're going to ask the shopkeepers and shoppers to stand up, tell the class what they bought or what they sold, and just get them to work out whether they've made the shopkeepers, what the profit they've made was, and the shoppers, how much money they're down.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think that's the most important thing is the conclusion with the kids. You know, it's good just to have those ones that sort of can just cruise through.
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't actually really learn anything, but it's good to sum things up and for you to know that you've done your job well.
Well, the best thing about this lesson is, as the kids get better with maths, I can up the price of things. I can add more money. So here, working for $100,
Yeah.
And more
3-digit
complex
numbers,
Yeah.
working for $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just change the things. So price of milk, obviously you're not going to be using that anymore, but buy a computer or buy soccer boots, whatever the people are interested in, buy a dress, girls want to go shopping, whatever you like, just up it so that way you can work it out.
Yeah.
I love the addition and subtraction side of that. It can go both ways.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. And then we can just rotate them, and then so shopkeepers become shoppers, and they learn about losing money or gaining money. So every student has a way to learn, and I think it's brilliant.
It is. It is taking it out of the classroom.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that for my students.
To a real life situation.
Yeah.
You can get an excursion out of this.
Yeah.
That's
Go
right.
down to local down an IGA down there.
Yeah, it goes to the canteen.
Campaigning. Yeah.
I mean, it reminds me of when I was younger. My mum, used to do little shops, and she used to just cut off the little price at the bottom, and that's right to work out.
Okay.
Yeah, putting all the prices together.
Of the receipt.
Yeah, the receipt.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. How's your little one going at home anyway? You should be ready for that stuff soon.
Bobby.
Yeah. He's a funny boy, isn't he? He's funny, yeah.
Oh. Who's
Anyway.
going to school soon?
Yeah, nice. Where's he gonna go?
Oh, probably here, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Keeping
So-
close.
So what are you thinking on that one?
Well, the objectives is just to for the students to understand adding and subtracting isn't just single numbers or digits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's with money as well. Represent the value of money so students actually know what money's worth and how it can be used.
Yeah.
And then they're also able to do transactions to the nearest 5 cents.
Yeah.
So that way because that's how money works. Buy something for 53 cents, 55 cents is what you're going to be paying. So it's just getting them ready for the real world sort of thing.
Has your class, have you introduced your class to that sort of process? Like,
We've
$2.50,
gone over money, we've gone over that sort of thing, but now it's just getting the wheels in motion and actually doing something.
Putting it into practice.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm thrilled by all this. Really am.
Yeah, it's been great.
Have you guys seen that new Osvalds?
Oh, this one here?
Oh, you bought it into
I
that.
did.
Well,
I did.
I mean, what do you think about the adjustments on it? Where are you guys fitting with the math?
It's good. It's very good to,
I mean, I haven't actually really seen it much yet because I've got the PE side of things.
yeah.
But I think it's important for me to sort of have a bit of a,
Yeah, well,
skim over it.
definitely, I agree, because it says here, like, for year 3, they should be able to recognise and will represent and order numbers to at least 10,000. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the kids can get to 100 before we move on. I don't want to throw them into the deep end, no idea what they're doing, and then have them fall behind.
Yeah.
I need them to
That would be awful.
Well, that's fantastic, guys.
Yeah.
How long till the bells though?
It shouldn't be too much longer.
Gonna get
I'm
back
craving
to
this.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no
All
fish
right.
and chips. What's next?
Good discussion, guys.
You too. Good luck with your classes.
See you,
I'll
guys.
choose after school.
We'll discuss it tomorrow.
Get lunch right after.
Yeah.
You got that meeting after, or you still doing that? The
Yeah, I'm still good.
athletics game?
Yeah, so I'll meet you where?
Happy for my classroom. My classroom was fun.
Yeah, your classroom.
No worries, I'll see you after. No worries.